Hey everybody, welcome to the video. We are going to be searching through $100 of nickels. All right, I am really excited about this. My last video that I posted, we searched a box of dimes. That was the first box of coins that I've coin roll hunted in 6 months. We're doing nickels today, so this is the first nickel box that I'll be searching through in the last 6 months, and these are definitely circulated. Looks pretty good. Just looking at some of the ends here, I don't see anything that really necessarily stands out, but we do have definitely some older circulated coins here, and of course it looks like there are some newer coins here, so it looks like we are going to have a good mix of coins for sure. So we're gonna hopefully find some silver, looking for foreigns, any obvious heirs, toned coins, things like that, anything that we can pull out and take a look at. And of course we do enjoy setting aside the nickels that we find dated 1955 and older. So let's go ahead and get into roll number 1 here and see if we can find anything. Well, I'm going to bring you back in. We just opened up roll number 1. This is the one that had the older coin on the end. So we'll take a look at this first. Looks like we've got a Denver mint mark. Hey, there we go. We got a 1940 Denver, but that is not what caught my attention. We've got a really dark edge here. Typically that is how a silver might look. Of course, this may not be silver, but let's go ahead and check it out together and see. Guys, looky there. Very first roll of the box, and we just pulled a silver war nickel. We've got a Philadelphia mint mark on here. Let's see what we have for a date. A 1944. So what a great way to start the box off here. We got that 1940 Denver Ender and a 1944 Philadelphia. I'm going to go ahead and take a look through the rest of these. If we find anything, I'll cut back in. Otherwise, we're going to get on to the rest of the box here. Bring you back in for roll number 2 out of the box, and we pulled a 1948 Philadelphia. Roll number 4, and we have a 1952 Denver. Well, I just pulled roll number 5 out of the box, and I didn't look at the ends prior to searching this box. I just kind of checked them as we go along. Just pulled out roll number 5, and we have a Canadian ender right here. It looks like a 1985. So I'm going to go ahead and open this roll up, and we'll pull that out, and we'll see if there's anything else in here. Well, I just opened that roll up, and we have a lot of goodies in here. But we're going to take a look at this one here first. This was the Ender, 1985. Our first foreign of the box. And we have some older coins in here. We'll take a look. What is that? A 1939. I was not expecting a 1939. Let's flip it over and see if we have a mint mark. No mint mark, but a second-year Jefferson. Loving that. Check this out, guys. Same roll. A Buffalo. What a box this is turning out to be. Let's see if we have a mint mark of any sort there. Ooh, this one is slick. It almost looks like we have a mint mark there. Let me flip it over and see what the date is. Yeah, just as expected. We've got a slicked out Buffalo here. I'll have to look at that a little bit closer. I'm just looking through the screen of my phone as I'm recording, so I'm having a difficult time seeing if there's any remnants of a date there or a mint mark on the back there. But wow, what a great roll so far, and we definitely have some other, that looks older, a 1959. All right. Wow, here's one that looks old. This one almost looks silver, but it's not. We've got a Denver mint mark. I'm guessing it's probably from the 40s. And dead on, 1940. So we got a 1940 Denver. That makes 2 for this box. I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit closer look of this roll number 5 here, see if there's anything else in here. Otherwise, we're going to move on to roll number 6. Just opened up roll number 6, and we've got another dark edge there. Could this be a second silver? Let's pull it out and take a look. It's got that silvery look to it. Boom, right there. We've got silver number 2, and we're only 6 rolls into this box. We have another Philadelphia. Our last one was a 1944. This time we've got a 1945 Philadelphia war nickel. Still in roll number 6, we look through those and we have a 1940 San Francisco. So we just got done looking through roll number 7. We have 3 older finds here. We've got a 1941. This one's pretty beat up. A 41 Philadelphia. And then next we have a 1947. This one's pretty slicked out. 47 Denver. And then we have a 1954. Now 1954, if it's an S, there is an S over D air variety. Let's see what we've got here. D, so we do have a... No, it would be an S. So I had to... So 1954 Denver. So if this was an S mint mark, then there would be the possibility of an S over a D. So, all right, but we got 3 more oldies. So we are roll number 9 into the box, and it looks like we have an older ender. We've got a 1940 there, so we're going to open this up and take a look. So here we had that 1940 ender, and it was a Philadelphia. And in the same roll, we had a 1942. Now this does not look like silver, and it is not. It's just a Philadelphia. All right, some of the 42s were silver, some were not. That was the transition year for the war nickel. So a 1940 and a 1942. Roll number 10. And wrapping up the first 10 rolls out of this box, we have a couple of finds here. We have this real nice 1964. It's in really nice condition here. Pretty nice luster left on it. Still a lot of detail. And the other find here, the first 2009 of the box. It's a Denver. These were relatively, or I should say, lower mintage years. They're still in the millions of these minted, but considering that typically hundreds of millions, and even a couple of years there were over 1 billion nickels minted. Just 30 or 40 million isn't really that much in comparison to previous years. You'd have to go back to the late 50s, I believe, to find comparable mintages to what we find in our modern era coins here. So 2009, sometimes people save those out. Thought I'd go ahead and show that since we did find one. And our next find is a 1955 Denver. And 1955 Denver does have a D over S error variety, but this, I already checked it, and this one does not. This is just a regular 1955 Denver. Very next roll, and we have a 1952 Philadelphia. And we just finished up with roll number 15, and here, or I'm sorry, roll number 13. We've got this really nice 1965. Excellent condition, definitely one you could put in an album. And then we have a 1953 Philadelphia, and a 1954 Denver. We have no shortage of older coins in this box. So roll number 14, very next roll, we've got a 1940 Denver, 1941 Philadelphia, and we have a 1954 Denver. Roll 16, and we pulled another 1940 Philadelphia. Very next roll, roll number 17. Thought I'd bring you back in. We got a couple dark edges. This one right here does not look like silver, but this one potentially could be. This one looks a little more like maybe some rust or corrosion, but this one here kind of has a silvery look. Let's see if it is. Wah, wah, wah. All right, so coming back in on the roll that fooled us, we thought maybe we had a silver and we didn't. However, we do have a couple older ones, a 1942. Again, not silver on this one. And a 1947 Denver. Followed by a 1954. Looks like an S mint mark on that one. Roll 18, and we have another 1954 Denver. Bring it back in for roll number 19. We've got another 1940 plain and a 1947 Denver. Well, roll number 22 was just packed full of goodies. As far as older coins go, it looks like we have 8 older coins here, 1955 or older. Let's go ahead and start up here. We've got a 1954 Denver, another 1954, another Denver, 1953 Denver, 1949 Philadelphia, 1948 Philadelphia, 1947 Philadelphia. Philadelphia's given Denver a run for its money here. And 42, non-silver 42 Philadelphia. And the oldest one here, a 1940 Philadelphia. Good roll. Number 23. And we have a 1949 Philadelphia, followed by a 1954 Denver. Finding a lot of 1954 Denvers in this box. And we are not quite halfway through yet. So we just opened up roll number 25, exactly halfway through this box, and we have a few more goodies here. As far as older coins go, a 1940 San Francisco, 1941, also a San Francisco, 1946 Philadelphia, and a 1949 Philadelphia. So great way to end the halfway mark of the box. I got to tell you, this box is producing. These are all of our older coins from 1955 and older. And on top of that, we've also found a Buffalo, foreign, 2 silvers. What's that one? Oh, that's a 1939. And a couple of older, more nicer uncirculated coins. So first half of this box, definitely awesome. Hopefully that's a sign of what's in the second half of the box. So let's go ahead and get into the rest of this. We are back, just getting into roll number 25. Just open it up, and we have some interesting looking stuff. We got something there, a dark edge. Looks like that could possibly be silver. Got another dark edge right there, and we have one here that looks like it's pretty beat up. Maybe we'll pull a silver out of this roll here. Let's check these out. That is not. That looks just like a 1969. And let's see. Here's the other one. Could one of these possibly be silver? A 1948. Not silver, but an older one for certain. And let's grab that one that looked beat up there. Probably nothing too special about this one. Just what I thought. That's a parking lot coin right there. That one's probably been driven over by many cars at the Starbucks drive-through there. So that's exactly what a parking lot coin looks like. All right, I'm going to go through the rest of these and see what else we have. We got 22 rolls left in the box, and it's been a few rolls. These finds here are from this roll and the previous roll. We have a 1942 non-silver, a 46 Philadelphia, 1940 Philadelphia, Looks like you took a dive in a pool of green jello there. 47 Philadelphia. And a 1946 Philadelphia as well. Bring it back in for roll 29, and we have an interesting coin here. I believe this is a grease strike air. Now that I'm looking at it a little bit more close up, that's definitely what it looks like. You almost can't even make out the word Monticello there, or 5 cents. And it's not like it's worn. It's not worn down. It's just, I use the word mushy when I describe grease strike airs. The wording, lettering, the details are really mushy. That's the best way I describe it. But that certainly looks like a grease strike air there. Interesting. We'll set that off to the side. And 29 rolls left in the box. Or I'm sorry, 21 rolls left in the box. Roll number 32. We have a couple of older finds. We have a 1955 Denver. And the Denver has a D over S potential air there, so we'll have to check that one. And we have a 1951 Denver. Alrighty, so we'll check that one out, and if we see anything, we'll get back to you. Otherwise, we'll add it to our older coins up here. Well, roll number 33, we hit the mother lode for older coins here. We've got a 1954 Denver. A 40, is that a 1 or a 7? 41 Denver. 47 Philadelphia. Another 47. Looks like a San Francisco mint mark there. We've got a 55 Denver. A 53 Denver. And another 1955 Denver. Finding a lot of 55 Denvers. All right. That much more to go. Well, it has been a few rolls. We are in roll number 49 here, and we're back onto some older coins. We have a 1941 Philadelphia. A 41 San Francisco. Another 41 Philadelphia. 48 Denver. And another 48 Philadelphia. Roll number 40. And the only thing we found in here, we actually found a 2020 Denver. This is the first 2020 coin of this box. Lots of older coins. The second half of this box is kind of cooled off. We did find, we found the silver, the buffalo, and some of the other nicer coins and a couple airs or whatever. Not a whole lot going on in the second half of this box other than a few older coins, but we do still have 10 rolls to go here, so I'm hoping maybe we can find something in there. I'd even be happy with another foreign coin, maybe something non-Canadian, but hey, I'd take a Canadian as well. Let's see if we can squeak another gem out of these last 10 rolls. Roll 51, and keeping on with the theme of the older coins here, we have a 1946 it looks like, Denver. A 54 San Francisco. A 1947 Philadelphia. And the last one out of this roll, a 1940 Philadelphia. 9 rolls left to go. Roll 52. We got a 1940 Denver. A 46 Philadelphia. 1940 Philadelphia. And a 52 Philadelphia. Roll number 49, and we have a few finds here. A 54 San Francisco. 47 San Francisco. We have a nice shiny 1955 here with a Denver mint mark. A 1953 Denver. A 48 Denver. And lastly, a 1954 Denver. All right, we've got one roll to go. Can we find something exciting in this roll? We just opened up that last roll, roll number 50, and we managed to eke out one older Jefferson, a 1951 out of Philadelphia. I got to tell you, this is probably the most finds as far as older coins, 1955 and older, that I have found in a single box. So this is probably a little bit longer video. But yeah, that's quite a few. So let me get everything all situated, and here were our kind of more notable finds there. We'll get it all laid out and we'll take a look at it and do a final wrap up. So here we have them all laid out, our final wrap up. Again, tons of older coins, pretty much every year of the 40s and 50s, with the exception of 1950. We start off with a 1939 here, no mint mark on that, but we've got our 40s, 41s. Actually found 3 1942s non-silver. Every now and then I'll find those, but we found 3 non-silver 42s in this box. And let's see, then we've got our 46s, 46s, 47s, 48s, and 49s. Got to pay attention to what I'm doing here. And then down here we have our 50s, 51s, 52s, 53s, a boatload of 1954s, and even some 55s. I think just about all of those were 55 Denvers. Checked them all. Didn't see anything with the D over S on any of those. But my goodness, I don't know exactly how many I have here. I haven't counted them, but that's more than what I would usually have found in a box of nickels. I almost wonder if maybe somebody had saved their 50s, 40s nickels, and then maybe they just turned them all in, and a big portion of them wound up in this box. I suppose that's a possibility, because that is, at least for me, an unusually large amount of older coins from the 40s and 50s. Here were our more notable finds. We had a couple of nicer uncirculated coins. Let's see, we got a 1965, I believe that is, and a 64. Those would be nice for an album. We did find one foreign. It was a Canadian, I believe a 1985. We found one 2009 out of that whole box with a Denver mint mark, and there was even a 2020, the only 2020 coin in this box. And then moving down here, even a little bit better finds. We have this 2015 Grease Strike Air, which was kind of cool, and we pulled 2 silvers out of this box, and one came out of our very first roll that we opened. We have a 1945 and a 1944. Both of those have a Philadelphia mint mark right there above the Monticello, and an old slick Buffalo. I looked at it closely with my, I have a 20 times loop magnifier, and I thought I saw a number 7 on here. I'll have to take a look at it a little bit more. So maybe a 1917 possibly, or maybe a 27. I doubt it would be a 37. Usually they aren't that slick. Did not see a mint mark on here, but probably a teens or a 20s model Buffalo nickel there, so, or Indian head nickel Buffalo, whatever you want to call it there. Awesome finds. Overall, it was an awesome box. The first half of this box was pretty hot. Second half kind of cooled off. Of course, we did continue to find a lot of the older coins, but most of our better finds were in the first half. But again, overall, awesome box of nickels. Hey, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave me a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, do that so you can stay up to date with all of our most recent videos and any giveaways that we do on this channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.